Okay, let me see what we got. Hey guys, who we have here? Wait a minute, let me see. Come over here. Someone type 1 if you can hear me. Hi, Savannah. Can you hear me? I'm using a new microphone today. Good. Okay, cool. So I'm kind of, now that I'm back originally where I started, I'm kind of hooking up all of my old equipment so I can have my multiple screens. Like this was my little area where I can kind of see. Okay, so I haven't used this Blue Yeti microphone in a long time. So if things go a little awry, we just gonna unhook it, okay? But I won't know unless y'all tell me. You gotta tell me. All right. All right, so let me see over here. All right. I miss doing this, yo. I swear. I miss doing this. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. I heard y'all miss me too. I ain't saying nothing, but that's what I heard. That's what I heard. Come on. What's my call? All right, guys. Wait a minute. So they want to act crazy. That's why I don't like going over here on marking them platform. We just gonna say marking him. He cool, but this ain't where it's at. Oh, here we go. What y'all got going on? Hey, Betty, you were looking for me last week, baby. Last week I've been working on some projects. I was trying to get back acclimated to being home, and I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I think I just got a little spoiled. I ain't gonna lie. I am not. I went from one project to another project to another project. And before I knew it, and that happened to me today too. No, not today. It happened yesterday. Guys, yesterday I thought it was Wednesday, y'all. I got all prepared to like go to meetings, and I was like on my Wednesday day regimen, and I found out it was Tuesday. But how about one of my meetings I found out when I was on the highway going to the meeting? I'm trying to tell you. But this is one of the downsides of working from home. If y'all anything like me, hey Antoinette, I lose track of time. I just do. I don't know. I lose track of time. All right, so we up over here. Okay, cool. All right, I just want to make sure we are everywhere. So, guys, I am back for Plush Late Night Dance, and as usual, I am super excited. And tonight's conversation gonna go it's gonna go here, there, and everywhere, just like in my natural Gemini state. So just be prepared, okay? But traditionally, what I was going to talk to you guys about was email lists. But I've been asking like a lot of questions in my group, and I've been finding out that a lot of us in this industry do not operate structurally as a business. Like there are no sales funnels in place, there are no freebies in place, there are no email lists in place. So I'm like, you know, a lot of y'all busy, booked and busy, right? Yes, Antoinette, I surely will. I could talk about whatever you want to, baby. So I'm just curious, like, I'm gonna ask you guys some questions, and I'm asking y'all because for one, I'm nosy, right? And for two, this is what helps me learn about my audience, like what it is you guys are doing, what it is you guys not doing, what y'all need to be doing, and how I can help. Okay, cool. Hey, Tawana. So first, I just definitely want to say this channel has grown, guys. Hey, wait a minute. It has grown since I last been on here. I think we got like 200 new followers. Like from where? I don't know. And I'm talking about the YouTube channel, right? So I'm super, as always, grateful for that. And just want to say thank you for joining the channel, subscribing to the channel, all that good stuff, right? And if you are new to the platform, I want you guys to drop me a 1 in the comments. Drop me a 1 if you've never been on my live, you just started following the channel, you're like, who this crazy lady, which, you know, that's a lot of ball of energy going on over there. Just give me a 1. I need to know who I'm talking to, right? And if you guys is a part of the tribe, like y'all been around, right? We like been there, done that. I want y'all to give me a 2. Let me see who I'm talking to on here. Let me see who followed. Oh, hey, Shamel. Okay, that's a 1. Shamel, tell me where you from and what do you do? A lot of people lately is not even in the industry, right? But some people like interested in different things. So, hey, Keish. Hey, Toya. Antoinette, I'm freezing. Hey, Melinda. I'm gonna shut this one down. Hey, Bianca, Nisi. So, guys, I want y'all to come over to YouTube because I think Mark's platform is interfering over here in YouTube land. I don't know. But okay, cool. Anyone else tell me if I'm freezing. If so, I'm gonna shut one of my cameras down because we gotta talk. There's a couple different things I want to talk about tonight, y'all. Y'all know every time I ain't been on in a while, it's like kicked you out. That's a new one. Hey, Dell. All right, so okay, thank you, Keisha. All right, so if anytime I do start freezing, guys, let me know. Hey, Savannah, is crazy. The weather is crazy there in New York. I believe it because I know if I was outside today with Uggs on, a whole Russell sweatsuit, it wasn't really a Russell, but y'all, I wanted to give y'all a visual, right? And a scarf. I could just imagine what it's like up there in northern, right? So it's super cold here in Atlanta for me. I mean, most of you guys is probably here from here. Y'all probably like, this is nothing. I'm a northerner and I'm anemic. So yeah, and I'm gonna go out dressed appropriately to how I feel. I don't care if I look crazy. The other day, guys, I was out in a whole full-length wool coat, trench coat. I didn't care. I was cold. Oh my goodness, I was so cold. And every time I would leave out of a store or something, right, the wind just would like twirl my whole scarf around. Like I felt like Charlie Brown. I swear to God. 50. Oh my God. And we ain't too far from there. I'm trying to tell you, we ain't too far from 50 degrees. I don't even know what it is. I just know it's too cold for my blood. North Carolina, what y'all weather like down there, Antoinette? Or up there, rather. Because it's cold. It's too cold here for me. I need them to. But it's confusing because yesterday I left out, I thought it was Tuesday, but I thought it was my Wednesday. I thought I had meetings and stuff. So I like left out with this whole agenda. I had all the dots connected. Like, I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here. It threw me all off, y'all. It threw me all off. And so I left out early I got like all the gear on, the coat, the boots, the all the gear. By the time like 1 o'clock came, baby, I was taking everything off. Like this, it's hot. It is hot. I said, I'm not used to this. Even though I've been here for a little couple years now, it's still a little bit. It's, it's a little 52. Oh yeah, Betty, you keep that down there in DC. I don't miss none of that. Somebody told me it was snowing like the other day. I think it was in New York. Somebody said it was snowing. I'm like, so y'all keep that. That's one thing I don't miss about the North. I do not. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me. As always, you guys told me who was in the building. You told me who was new here and where you guys were watching from. Right now, I'm going to open this up with questions because, for one, I told y'all I'm nosy. For one, and for two, it gives me great feedback on exactly what y'all got, how y'all running your business. So I'm just going to tell you. I'm going to ask you. First question is going to be, how many of you guys have an email list? 49, Melinda. Woo, stop it. How many of you guys have an email list? Raise your hand, like that little hand emoji thing, like, hey, me, if you do. And I'm not saying it got to be an engaging email list. I don't even care. Guys, I have 3 different email lists because I have 3 different business that attracts emails. I don't engage with all of them. I ain't going to sit here in front of y'all. I don't. But I do have an email list for each and every one. Okay, Keisha, did you say you're using, I think you're using Honeybook, Antoinette. Okay, come on with it. So I'm going to ask you this. Just tell me who don't have an email list. Now, I kind of want you guys to give me one of them emojis that look like, like the eyes go down. Like, I should have one, but I don't. Tell me which one of you guys do not have an email list. And be honest, because this is a no judgment zone. The whole point of why I talk about these things is because clearly you need one, or you should have one. It's really is a great way to increase your revenue. I mean, there's a couple of steps that happen before then, but it gets started with the email list, right? It gets started. Hi, Chanel. Oh my God, Savannah. But guess what? Y'all are not by yourself. You are not by yourself, right? Even in the beginning, like, did I have an email list in the very beginning? I really can't remember. And if I did, I just had it because, yeah, I did, because I did have a freebie, but I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know what to do with it. So I'm not going, I didn't really do no effective email marketing to maybe like 2 years later. And then I started seeing the power of email. And that's how, for me, that's my primary source of traffic. Like that's how my biggest form of communication. You're not going to catch me on social media all day, every day. Now, every other day or occasionally, you may see me running like today. You may see me on social media, on all my pages, going live. You may be like, where? I can see this girl 50 times a day. But it's highly unlikely you're going to see me like that tomorrow, because social media is a pain in my patootie. It is. I'm not going to say it ain't. However, if I want to launch something, to do something tomorrow, guess what? I can just send out an email. And I hear ching, 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 ching. And you ain't never seen me on Facebook or Instagram. You've never seen me on that. But I'm still able to generate income, right? Or I'm still able to communicate with my audience, or I'm still able to provide value. I'm still able to touch them whenever I want to touch them, is the whole point. So, Celia, you don't have one? Guess what? I'm going to tell you guys and help you guys and how you can easily get one. And this kind of piggybacks off of what we were doing last month. In which you probably heard me talking about. I was talking about a freebie a great deal. So last month I helped my ladies build a freebie. I'm so proud of the ones that finished. It looks so good, y'all. And I'm gonna tell you guys, last month the biggest thing was, and I like that it's becoming more popular, because now I'm seeing ads with people with freebie in this industry. Now in the freebie game, that's been around forever. However, in our industry, it ain't too many people that actually have a sales funnel in place operating or stemming from a freebie. I haven't seen it. It ain't that many, right? But now I'm seeing it a lot more often. And what I was finding that the problem was, they didn't know what to create a freebie on. And it's so simple, y'all. It's really simple. But that was like pretty much what it stemmed from. So what I'm gonna talk to you guys about tonight is how you can easily just grow your list, but it stems from different sources, right? So if you don't have an email list, quite naturally, you don't have an email list that generate cash, because that was going to be my next question. Because one thing to have an email list, and it's another thing to have a highly engaged email list that actually brings in coin. Nobody wants to sit there and write all them freaking emails, and it's really no goal, no end goal, right? So that was my next question. But I want to ask you guys, just give me a 1 if you feel as if you want to build an email list, but you don't know how, but you feel as if it would benefit your business. Because I do have, and I've had conversation with at least 2 people over the past maybe 2 weeks, where they don't see an email list would really benefit their business. And I get it. I guess because they do products, but I sell products and I sell services, and I get money from email for both. Right? So I think it really just depends on how engaged you want to be with your customers or your clients. And do you plan on retaining these people, which you should be, right? You should be. The money is in the list. People don't say that for no reason. So, okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure. I was like, I'm not going to say all this and don't nobody feel like they need no help. Okay, cool. We on the same page. At the end of the day, guys, if you have a business in today's busy world, it's super, super, super busy. You need to have an email list. For one, email makes it so much easier to really touch your current clients, right? So many people is running around looking for new clients. Oh, I need a new sale. Oh, I got to do. No, you don't, baby. You need to sit there and nurture the people that's already buying from you. It's so much easier to nurture the people that already believe in your business. They already know who you are. They already experienced you to some degree. And if it was a great experience, guess when you drop something else, guess who's gonna buy it? They're gonna buy it, right? So people don't understand the whole purpose. One of the purposes, rather, to email list is about retention. So many people is focused on attention, right? It's like, oh, I need the attention. I gotta get some sales. No, how about focusing on retention and just retaining the ones you already have at the end of the day? Because it's just so much easier. Most people that buy from me is people that have been with me for a long time. Right? Very seldom, or it's not as often where somebody just landed on my site like, oh, I think I'll pick this up. They got to get experience with me and see if I'm the real deal Holyfield and all these things, right? Before they actually go and make their purchase. And I totally get it. But guess what? They end up on my email list as well, right? They end up in a whole nurture sequence as well. I know I got to date them for a little bit. I got to take it slow. I got to take it slow, right? They got to get to know me. I got to get to know them. But at the end of the day, this whole relationship building, that's what's happening in the email, right? It's not happening on social media. On social media, most times you got to have a goal for social media too. But most times when I am on social media, it's for brand awareness at the end of the day, or nurturing. Like something like this is nurturing. Most of you guys have been with me for a while. There's not too many new people here, but at the end of the day, this is providing value. This is giving information. I'm not selling you anything. I'm telling you why you need to build an email list. Right? And especially once I found out so many people in this industry, business owners in this industry, is just operating off strictly referrals, right? Or some people had this attitude like, yeah, they get on my Instagram and they see my work speaks for itself. Boo-boo. I'm trying to tell you, that ain't the attitude to have. It may be what got you here, but it certainly ain't the attitude that's what's going to take you to the next level. It's too many. For one, this is a lot of people operating in the red ocean. It's like it's real bloody out there. There's a lot of competition, right? I don't want to be out there in the red ocean. I don't. That's why I always try and find my way in the blue ocean, right? I always try and do some things that not everybody is doing, right? It's like really niche specific, and it's a lot less competition. But like if that's in the events industry, what? You better get out there and get to putting some nurturing sequences and some client attraction tools and some lead back, some something. Like, why would somebody come to you as opposed to going to somebody else? That's the wrong attitude to have. I get it, but that ain't confidence. That ain't confidence. I'm trying to tell you. I am not the person that don't invest in what they want. I invest in what I want. I invest in what I want. I necessarily don't invest in what I need because we don't know that that's what we need. But if it's something we want, y'all know my motto, we're going to go find that money. So that's what people do, right? But it's like, if you ain't going to sit here and tell me like how you just ain't going to tell me why I need you. You ain't going to tell me how you going to help me. You just ain't going to sell yourself at all. I'm out. I'm out. I don't care what you got going on. People want to be sold to, even when they think they don't. They have, it's a psych thing, right? It's like, you have to tell me why I need you. If I feel like I don't, I'm off to the next. Cecilia, so you don't have any previous customers, and that's totally fine. Cecilia says she's just starting and she don't have any previous customers. That is totally fine, right? Because the whole point, and what I love, that there's a lot of more educators in this industry now. It's a lot of more mentors. It's a lot more communities, Facebook groups. I mean, not all of them is as dope as ours, but I'm just saying, it's so many ways. The whole point is connecting with people that's going to give you the information to make your journey not as long and not as hard, right? A lot of us got in right where you at, Cecilia. No clue on what to do, no nothing. But, you know, we tend to did it. I know I did. I can only speak for me. I tend to did it the old DIY, like I'm gonna figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out, I'm gonna figure it out. That's what took me so long to grow. But the minute I changed and I pivoted and was like, you wanna know what? You got what I need. Here, take this check. Hurry up before I change my mind. Hurry up before I change my mind, right? But that's when I started to see a lot of change in my business, or even connecting to mentors, people that was on levels that I aspired to be. So you just simply being on a live, you already one foot in front of the other, right? So many of us don't. For one, we dealing with this pride thing, like, oh, I ain't gonna ask the question because I ain't gonna say I'm just starting because who looking. Baby, that's the wrong attitude to have. I'm trying to tell you. Now I ask questions so fast because I already know what my goal is, and I'm not going to get in my own way. A lot of times that's what we do. We get in our own way. Come on, Antoinette, say right, baby. Good evening, my Deborah. What you looking for? Oh, the kid said I'm too loud. My bad. Am I too loud for y'all? I know a lot of you guys, sometimes y'all be listening on your computers and stuff, and so your family will walk past like, is that girl again? Tell them yes, and she gonna be on for approximately an hour. Oh my God. Deborah say good evening, guys. So let's get back to it. All right, I'm gonna get back into it. So I already know about the email list, all that good stuff. But you gotta understand the power of email. When people say is money, the money is in the list, that is like so true. So many people jump on the social media bandwagon, and it's not to say that social media you can't generate income, because you can generate a whole lot of it as well. However, you're not in control of it, right? If they want to take it away today or shut it down, I can't tell you how many people I saw in a frenzy. Like, oh my God, y'all give me a 1 because I think my page is hacked. I'll be sitting over there like, not really laughing though, not really laughing, but I'm like, you know better. Oh, you should know better. Oh my God. So it's like, that's the main thing. Like, you're not in control. You're able with email, you're able to touch them whenever you want to, right? And it's not to say that people get up and check their email every day, all that good stuff, like they're in their social media. But the bad part about social media is just because they checking it don't mean they're gonna see yours. The algorithm is so crazy right now, and it's always crazy. They just always changing stuff, right? So it's you can have the best thing ever, but it doesn't necessarily mean, if you don't have a good strategy in place for your social media, people not going to see it. And if people are not going to see it, how is that going to equate to dollars? I don't know about y'all, but for me, don't work all the time. For one, I'm not consistent with the social media algorithm because that is not my number one money making tool. It is one of them, but it's not my primary. It's not where I'm gonna go. I don't get up and like, oh my God, I gotta make a post. I gotta make a reel. That ain't a part of my strategy. Y'all see my emails every morning. If y'all on my list, y'all see my emails or every other morning. That is my strategy, and it works for my business, right? Social media worked too, because I went crazy today on social media, and we still selling crazy amount of mystery boxes, right? But I know I don't want that to be a part of my day to day. I don't want that to be a part of my day to day. It drives me nuts, right? It's a lot of work. So the whole point is, if you really is interested in growing your list, right? For those of you that have a list, main thing is to start with a freebie. That is one of the, and I still do that to the day, y'all. But that is something, when I first got into email marketing, first thing I created was a freebie, period, right? Now, was it perfect? No, it was not. But did it have some valuable information in there? Yes, it did. I ain't know nothing about graphics, so it was super basic, right? I tried to make it a little cute, a little girly. I did. But now that I look at it, praise God for growth, baby. Praise God for growth. Now that I look at it, I was like, I had no clue on actual branding elements, right? I just threw it together and I just had the information in there. But guys, it grew. I mean, it grew my list. It grew my list. It grew my group. It worked. That was my strategy. And I didn't have to pay for anything. All I had to do was do the front work and make a freebie. And a lot of people think, they get so bogged down, like, oh my God, I don't know what to put in it. You overthinking it. It ain't that deep. My ladies and sit here and made a freebie in 2 weeks. Now it ain't. Oh, thank you, youngin. The kid been cooked for me, y'all. So it's not that difficult, right? Main thing is you want to have it valuable. You want to have it valuable. One of the worst things people could do that's running a business is never start. Like a lot of people have trouble starting, right? They say, oh, I know I need to do it, but, and I know I'm not the only one that did that. Am I the only one that felt as if y'all know y'all needed to do something, but y'all just didn't do it? For whatever reason, didn't do it? Wait a minute, this is a good one. Hold on, Betty. The person I started to follow at first doing event planning, one thing she said we could do is after the first consultation, you can give them a little thank you gift bag for meeting with you. That is so true. Nothing is wrong with that. But how I think, I don't know about you guys, how I think my most valuable asset is my time. I want to be able to grow my list without having to even have a touch point just to grow, just to grow the list. Once you grow the list and you build out, it's like you're weeding out, you're vetting the person, right? But when you go through a consultation, that's like a good thank you, but that's not a client attraction tool. A client attraction tool is how are you getting new leads or how are you growing your list with some said thing. Some people do it with free consultations. I'm not going to lie. I did that in the beginning. You can't have your girl do that now. If I did a free consultation just to grow my email list, and let's just say my consultation was 30 minutes, so hell, let's say it was 15 minutes. How many of them can I have in a week? Now, right now, how my list is growing, I mean, I get at least 30 new leads a day, right? So let's just say all of them signed up for a free call. And I ain't getting paid for none of that. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm just saying. So for me, all of my client attraction strategies and my client attraction methods, it's not tied to my time, right? It's meaning I'm going to set up a freebie, something they could get on my list, and I'm going to give them the thing I promised to give them. Now, after I give them the thing, guess what? I'm still going to give them a thank you. I'm still going to give them more value. I'm still going to give them, all I'm doing now is just nurturing the process and letting them know, I got what you need. Come over here. Come over here. But I'm not going to get on the phone and do all those things in the beginning. I am not going to do it. But a lot of people do it and have success with it. But for me, I need to utilize my time how I see fit. And doing things that's tied to my time that don't have an ROI, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not. It doesn't work for me. Yes, Deb, you got to get one, babe. Don't have hope. Bro, I hope that's it. Just starting out. Awesome. Even if you guys are just starting out, I'm trying to tell you, it's so many. Toya, come on, Toya. Come on. Even if you guys are just starting out, and even when I first started out, I did my list building strategy with everything free, right? Now, my freebie I created, the tool that I used at the time was MailChimp, I believe, which was free because I didn't have any leads, so it was growing. I think it was free if you have like under 2,000 leads, something like that. But everything I did was free. But it was all a part of a strategy. It's like, I know my business, I need this, in order for this to be a business, I need some sales, baby. And I don't want my sales to be dependent upon somebody referring my services. And I don't like guerrilla marketing, so I know I can't do that either. I'm not going to be out in the neighborhood and passing out business cards, and that work for a lot of people, but I know that's not going to work for Precious. I want to do that. I want to get people to where, and I want to get people to my cyber home, right? I want them get knocking on my door. Hey, ma'am, You got that, you wear that thing you promised me, right? And then you know, once people on your list and they get to research you a little bit, that's what they're going to keep digging. They're going to keep digging. And for me, they end up going down the rabbit hole. Why? Because I'm everywhere. I'm on YouTube. I'm on Pinterest. I got blogs. I got e-com. So it's like they sucked in, right? And I know that that is a part of my funnel. It's like when you come here, knock on the Porsche Academy's door for whatever reason, you stuck, baby. You stuck like Chuck. Wait a minute. I know I'm getting on right after my digital campaign this week, but I did start my first freebies. Hello, I love it. I love it. So a lot, that's the main thing, like create a freebie. A lot of people in this industry don't understand or can't think past like, well, how I'm going to create a freebie for my audience, right? And I think it was, I don't know, maybe 2-3 weeks ago, I did a whole video on event professionals, like perfect freebies, right? And even in my program, like it was, I think I gave them like 15 and they ran with it because it just didn't make it was a no-brainer. Like, oh my God, it's everything is right here. And it's the stuff that people need. Your whole point is a lot of you guys, I can't remember who posted was the other day. I think it was Tanisha's. I can't really remember, but I think it was Tanisha's. And I saw a lot of frustration last week. I'm not gonna lie. And there was a lot of people talking about you know, people hiring and not understanding the difference between a planner and a designer. And there was some posts, I can't really remember, but it was something about, I think the person was even going to get sued or something. The lady tried to sue. And I say, well, that just don't make sense. They just don't know. That is the perfect freaking freebie, right? Especially if you have one service and people always try and, you know, wheel and deal you in to do something else. Like it's people just don't understand. Like they don't, I know if I'm getting having a party or whatever the case may be normally, and guys, that's how I got tricked into this business. I ain't gonna lie. I got into this business, right? And I immediately said, oh, event planner, that's what I want to be. I know nothing about a damn event designer. I didn't. I was like, event planning. And then I seen everything that came with event planning. I'm like, oh, this is not what I want to do. And everybody was like, but you're so good at it, because that's what I did. I did program coordination, my previous job, like, right? So I was like, well, that's not what I want to do. I want to do the fun stuff. I want to do the creative stuff and make it look pretty. So I learned the hard way that, girl, you want to be an event designer. I know, right? So just imagine somebody having an actual event. Hey, Tammy, baby, how you doing? So just imagine. So that's like for people that's really experienced that a lot, and clearly it must have happened a lot last week because I saw a lot of posts about it there. That is like the perfect freebie. And there's a couple of them that we talked about that's real specific to this industry, super specific. And it was like a no-brainer. Like people will sign up for that because it's something they don't know, right? And it'll be super valuable for them. So yeah, like you definitely should have an irresistible freebie, because when people sign up for stuff, right? I know I do. I ain't gonna lie. The minute I sign up for something, they was like, you know, you get this freebie, whatever, and I go through it, and it's like they just put it together, or it has no value. Oh, I unsubscribe immediately. I was like, but we can't even go anywhere further. So you don't want to put all of your secrets. You don't put all of your stuff in your freebie, but you want it to be valuable. So in order for that to happen, number one, you need to have a focus on a pain point, right? Whatever your audience, your customers, their biggest problem, right? Now, something you should know if you know your target market or you know your ideal client, specifically if you know your ideal client. You want to be talking to one individual. That way they feel as if, oh my God, this is for me, right? This is for me. So I'm gonna ask you guys, how many of you guys know what your audience is struggling with? Hey, Alicia Queen. If you know your audience, or let's just say your ideal client, biggest pain point, give me a 1. And if you don't know, give me a 2. I'll wait. This is important though, because I'm gonna ask you some questions, and I could just easily give you an idea, like what your focus should be. With the venue, a lot of people, okay, cool. cool. A lot of people do hear that, Toya. It's like I said, I mean, I've been hearing it often, but for some reason last week I saw every bit of 10 posts like talking about the same thing. Y'all need to know the difference between. I was like, who y'all talking to? Like, y'all can't be talking to people like that. They're the people that pay y'all. Like, people were frustrated, super mad. I was just tripping. I was laughing. I was like, oh my God, because it's a real thing. And if that many people is complaining about it, that's a problem in the industry. That's a problem. That's a big problem in the industry. All right, so one of you guys, so Toya, what is their biggest pain point? Let's see what you got, Queen. But that's the main thing. You got to know your audience. You got to know your ideal client. Like you could describe your best friend, right? I know what my people struggle with. I know what they're trying to do. I know what they aspire to be. I know how to deliver a message in a way it feels like, oh, I need that, right? I need that. I'm trying to tell you, it's super important. Come on, Toya, I'm waiting. Keisha, you too. Keisha, you always in the hot seat. I'm sorry, but we be here. But tell me, what is your ideal audience's, your ideal client biggest pain point? And then I'm gonna go on to number 2. Trust, we must know. True, we must know. Yes. So number 2, guys, first thing was create a freebie, right? But something that's irresistible, something that's super, super juicy. That's going to make them want to get on your email list, because I don't know about y'all, but I'm super overprotective about my email list. About my email, because I just don't like, I don't like saying the word hate. I dislike spam, and I dislike, I'll take a breather when I'm using the bathroom, right? And that's my moment to do little simple stuff like that, like clear out my inbox or clear out my note section, just clear stuff out, right? Because you sit there, you might as well make it useful, right? So I really dislike if I sit there and clear out an inbox, and then before I even get downstairs, I got 30 new emails. I'm like, oh no, this cannot be happening. So normally, if that's I'll just go down and hit unsubscribe, because I want to feel as if someone's in my inbox, they got something I want. Spam drives me nuts because I feel like it's a waste of time for me. So thank you, Deborah. I can always depend on you, Deborah. Another one was create a freebie. So the second thing is going to be, you want to make the content, whatever your freebie is, you want to make it evergreen. And when I say evergreen, I'm talking about, like, let's just say something is trending right now. Like, okay, for example, we run into the holidays, and I've seen a couple of these, right? Somebody will have something about Black Friday, right? A Black Friday sale. But in terms of coaching, or you're trying to help somebody with their Black Friday sale. So they'll have a freebie about maybe the emails you should have or something like that. That is going to end after Black Friday, right? So you shouldn't have things like that until you have something that's consistent. I have my same draping guide that has been rolling for the past 4 years, I believe. Now I've updated it. I constantly make changes to it, but it's the same freaking thing. It's evergreen, meaning on any given day, at any given time, somebody can get this thing. I don't gotta wait till Christmas. I don't have to wait till a birthday promotion. Oh, here's it's your birthday, take this book. I don't have to wait for anything like that. So that's what I mean by evergreen. You want to be addressing a problem that happens all the time, right? It happens all the time. So something that would be periodic in the events industry would probably be, if you're addressing something of, let's just say fall. If your freebie is about what fall gown to wear or something like that, that's not evergreen. You ain't gonna be able to promote it again until next fall. So you want to have something that you, no matter when it is always building your email list all the time. So have that problem like a primary problem. Don't have it like a seasonal problem where, I don't know, maybe brides, deal with hay fever or sinuses, or I don't know. Right? So that's what I mean by have something evergreen. Like on any given moment, you can promote your freebie. And it's not like, what? This this don't make sense right now, right? Like you wouldn't have a freebie about what to wear for Easter and it's Christmas. Like nobody gonna want that, right? Nobody's gonna want that. So, oh, Keisha, that's a good one. That is a good one. So yeah, a lot of people, and I'm gonna be honest, a lot of people in the industry and didn't know about the difference between, I mean, as the professional, right? A lot of people still use the term deposit, and then when things go haywire, they end up losing, right? So that is a really good one. I think that's a good one on both ends. I ain't gonna lie. Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm not having items that they RSVP and paid for. Like, wait a minute. I heard this the other day too. I can't remember who that was, but I heard that too. But somebody had an event. It was a designer, and Toya, was that you? And the lady was super mad. Like I can't remember who it was, but the person was super mad and threatened to shut the party down. Or I can't remember. I can't remember. But yeah, I totally get that, Queen. Let me see. Wait a minute. Paying. Okay, that's from your without paying. I got you, Keisha. Can't add items without paying. Makes sense, Evergreen. Hey, Queen! Is that my Jasmine? Yeah, so definitely had the Evergreen. That way, no matter what it is, you can always, it could run on autopilot, right? My guide runs on autopilot. If I do my free, my free introductory course, that runs on autopilot. That's not something I have to wait to a certain time, like my Black Friday. I have to wait until Black Friday to run that campaign. But like my free course or my freebie, that runs all the time. Or my free group, that runs all the time. And guess what? It's nothing I'm doing. Like I'm so totally hands off, other than hitting the button to say allow them in the group, right? Approve all. That's it. I ain't talking to nobody on the phone. I didn't send them no candle, no thank you card. I ain't do all that yet. First of all, I don't know if we gonna get that deep. I don't know. Oh my God. Yes, Deborah, perfect. Make the content evergreen for your freebie. Jasmine say, hey, Queen. Wait a minute, Cecilia. Some people tend to want to text you or DM you on Facebook instead of emailing. Cecilia, only thing I can tell you about that, babe, it got to start and end with you. And this happens also when people hire team members, right? When people hire virtual assistants, and you can't let people run your business how they want to run your business. You have to set boundaries, right? And I was so bad at this in the beginning, y'all. I am not gonna lie. I was super bad. Like they would, people would slide in my DMs, and it wasn't that bad at first because I didn't have that many pages, and it was kind of controllable, right? And that was a little workhorse, and I'm like, I'm still in this sucker, this office like 2, 3 in the morning, and I'm get a DM, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I ain't think nothing of it. But then when you start building up that kind of reputation of being available all the time, it becomes expected. And so you have to build parameters and you have to build boundaries around your business. Now, I don't work on weekends. Y'all can call me, text me, DM me all you want. That's my family time, right? And it took a while for me to get adjusted to that. And the only way it worked for me, because I would leave. Well, first I had to get a second phone. I had to get a second phone strictly for business. And then people that would have my regular number, right? I wouldn't answer. I would leave my phone because I'm not a phone person. So I could just easily leave my phone down in this office while I'm off spending time with family. But you have to set boundaries. And I also would set up autoresponders, right? So it's either me or people on my team, like my assistants. Somebody shoot me a message like, no, I'll tell them, sorry, whatever my message says. Sorry, you reached us after hours. Please send this to this email. And I wouldn't answer them. I don't care what it was. You have to train people to contact you how you want them to contact you. If I have a whole business email system set up, that's the only way you're going to contact me. Because for one, I got too many pages and we're talking about too many different things that I'm going to forget where the message is. It may be in my Facebook DMs or my Instagram and my YouTube. Like, I ain't gonna be able to do that. I'm not gonna be able to, one, remember, and two, keep track of it. But if it's an email, I have a whole system. I have a whole assistant people that helps, keep that going. So you have to, it's your business. So you're the one that's in the leadership role. And same thing when you hire people. Don't have people, you hire people and they contact you however they want to contact you, or they working whenever they want to work. No, these are the working parameters. But you have to set that for people to respect you and respect your position. I hope that answers your question. And for everybody that's agreeing, I hope that answers all your questions. It made sense though, because it's all about setting boundaries. You can only do but so much. You already wearing a lot of hats in your business anyway. I still wear a lot of hats in my business too, but I wear the hats I want to wear, right? I'm no longer stressed out wearing all the things like I used to. And you have to set boundaries in your business. Wait a minute. Oh, wow. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute, Toy. I got to get a little more information than that. When it was advertising on Facebook. Yeah, and Deborah, you're right. A lot of times when you're advertising on Facebook, that will happen, because a lot of, especially now, a lot of advertisements on Facebook, they have that instant option where they can contact you, they can send a DM or they contact people through Messenger. If that works for them, cool. But that's not how I want to maintain a relationship, right? Because I'm not going to remember. I got 1,000 people reaching out to me every day. I'm not going to remember. So my goal, where I just told you I make money at. Somebody tell me in the comments. My goal is going to always be to get you off of the platform and in my email list. That's what we're talking about right now, Lane. All about the email list. So that's always going to be my goal, right? I'm always going to send you, hey, you reached us after hours. You can shoot us an email here. That's always going to be my response. So that is me, again, setting boundaries and also setting the tone in how I expect you to reach out to me, right? Reach out to my team, reach out to the support team. That is how you're going to get assistance. You're not going to get assistance through a DM. Get it, Toya. Once I make the email list, I'll really push. I'll start soon. I'm gonna love you to it. Anna, I love you too, Chica. They don't have the budget. Absolutely, Melinda. Oh, y'all just talking amongst yourselves now. Okay, y'all go ahead. The auto response, I'm trying to tell you. So this reminds me of another conversation I had earlier. I had to jump in. I had to jump in my group earlier. So I'm gonna get y'all take on it, because y'all know we talk. And it's different perspectives to things, right? So what you just said, Jasmine, in marketing, it's tools to utilize to enhance your marketing, right? It's the autoresponder is amazing, super amazing. For me, even my autoresponder, one time I got to change, because it always say, hey, thank you, we'll get back to you soon. I'm like, nah, that ain't what I want to say. So I'm gonna change that one. My goal is always going to be to get them on my email list, right? But another thing about this marketing tools, like the Facebook guy, is to add everyone. Like, y'all is up and y'all got y'all panties in a bunch about this add everyone thing real fast. We're only gonna spend 5 minutes on it because I'm curious. I'm curious, because at the end of the day, we are all business owners on this thread. Like, if you don't understand marketing tools and utilizing them to the best of your ability, you can't get mad at someone else taking advantage of the opportunity that's there. The only thing you can do, you can only control you. If you don't want to see it, you don't want to be tagged, remove yourself. I'm just saying. Do that now? I don't know. I want to get y'all take. Because I be seeing these posts every day, right? Not directed to me, but I'll see them. Like, I'm going down my thread, and people be like, everyone, y'all need to stop, because I'm going to delete y'all. And I'm like, dude, us as the content creators, like, realistically, we're the ones that create content or create items, or we create products, and we create these things to help you. So realistically, if you're in a situation you don't want to be in, maybe that situation no longer serves you, right? So it's just remove yourself from the situation. I don't know. I just want to know. Girl, I'm just trying to tell how I come up with my emails. I listen to y'all, Jasmine. I honestly didn't even start yet. So the emails I'm crafting now, like, so next month we going into our 52-week email content, right? And all I did was take a lot of the things that you guys talk about, or we talk about, or things that's happening, and now I'm going even more into sharing my personal stories. So I'm excited about my next email, like my major email content creation, because I don't know, I'm mixing more the things you guys complaining about more with my personal story with it, so it makes it a little more relatable. Because some of the stuff I do, since now I'm kind of going in a different lane with speaking and writing, sometimes a lot of people in the email don't see the connection. And that's why I said I got to come here on live to help you understand. Like, even though I'm talking about building the email list and you running the venue, baby, you still need an email list. Deborah, tell them again. Deborah, if y'all getting any kind of value, you ain't even done yet. I didn't even tell you about my giveaway for tonight. I need y'all to hit that like button, because that's the stuff that make me come back for Posh Late Night Biz. I only came tonight because I heard y'all was looking for me. I heard y'all was looking for me last week. So I was like, okay, let me go. Let me go. Thank you, Anna. I appreciate you. Thank you, Cecilia. Betty, I don't know what you missed, babe, but guess what? The replay gonna be here. You ain't missed much. Well, you ain't missed much though. So let me go on to the next one. All right. So those of you that have an email list, like Toya, I want you to give me some feedback. Like, how are you promoting your how are you promoting your freebie? Because that's the next thing. You don't want to just create the thing and then it's like, oh, I got this pretty little ebook that everybody's going to want, but don't nobody know it exists. So how are you promoting your freebie, baby? Because that's the next thing. Number one is create the freebie, right? Create the freebie, create the bribe, whatever it is that you want to do. Number two is make the content so freaking juicy that you can drop it anytime, anywhere. Meaning it's evergreen content. You don't got to wait for something seasonal. You ain't got to wait for Pantone color of the year. You ain't got to wait for none of those things, right? You want to make it evergreen. Next thing is going to be promoted everywhere. Everywhere, right? Don't sit there and be worried about who not gonna opt in, who is gonna opt in, who see it, who don't. At the end of the day, I just told y'all my YouTube channel, I haven't even been active on this channel because your girl just been dabbling in some other things. I told y'all Q4 is very personal for me. I mean, I'm gonna do what I want to do. I'm going to do what I want to do. I'm not going to be in no structured setting, because 2022, it ain't take me out, but I did a lot. I did so much this year, guys. In these next 3 months, I'm just going to have fun. She want to build a closet. Guess what? She going to do that. She want to go back and start a garden in the winter. She going to do that. She want to redo her office. She going to do that. I'm trying to tell you. So yeah, the next thing is just to promote it everywhere. So Cecilia asks, thank you, Deborah. Cecilia asks, what are some simple examples of freebies? So Cecilia, tell me what you do. Or better yet, don't tell me what you do, because the freebie ain't even about you. It ain't supposed to really say anything that you do, but it's supposed to invite them, if they want to learn more about what you do, invite them to learn more about what you do. So the freebie is all about the solution. What's the problem that you solve with what you do? That's a good one though, Toya. Me posting in Facebook groups and different forums is what really got my name out there super fast. Jasmine, don't do it. You know, we was talking about this. I cannot not laugh when I'm here with y'all. I don't know, because I be cutting up. Y'all know I be doing too much. The young lady said that earlier on one of my posts. She was like, you are funny. Something she said. And I'm like, girl, I know. I be doing too much all the time. That's just, I don't know. No sales. Oh, okay. But okay, so let's just say you don't have no sales as of yet, right? But that's about to change. Don't you worry, boo. Don't you worry. But how can the sales come, right? Like, who are you going to be selling to? Or who are you going to help? What's the solution you're going to provide for who? Is you working with brides? Are you working with newly engaged couples? Are you working with stay-at-home moms? Are you working with the millennials? I don't know about all that. I don't know. So who is it that you desire to work with? That's the one of the main things, right? Because at the end of the day, if you're not clear on who you're helping and you're not clear on what their issues are and you're not clear on what's your methodology on how you do what you do, then all of this is really not even important right now. Like, we got to take it back to the basics. Before we get here, before we talking about this, right? Because you can't create a freebie unless you have that information. You got to know what you're going to put in the freebie. And the freebie, like I just told you, got to be super juicy. You can't just be talking about trending stuff around. Nobody really cares. They could get that off of Google. You have to really have something that people are going to want. How do you have time for your decorations and time for myself? Anna, I am the decoration boo. Say. I don't. So for one, Anna, I no longer decor. I no longer decorate events. I no longer, like, people call me for draping. Matter of fact, I forgot. It's something I got to drop in the group. Somebody reached out to me. 2 people reached out to me. One reached out for 140 feet for a venue. I said, I'm gonna pass it on, right? And someone else reached out for. They just gave the dimensions. They want the whole thing draped, and it's like 16 feet high. I'll pass it on. That's in Texas. So I'm gonna be putting that in the group, but I no longer decorate. And even when I was, I don't know. I don't know, because even at that time, I didn't have the discipline I have now. So I didn't find time for that and for myself. I was burnt the heck out. And when I get burned out, I would shut down for however long I needed to repair what was going on, right? But now, like I just told you, no matter what I do, and now even though I don't do events, I'm a lot more busy now with running multiple businesses and traveling here, and I'm a lot more busy now, but it's more structured, right? Like I told you, I'm not working the weekends. We shut it down. I'm going to my man taking me on a date. My daughter need a hair done. We watching a movie. Like, we watched, what was the movie? Beast the other day. That was a beast too. So it's like, I'm creating the balance that I want. That balance may not work for someone else, because most of you guys have events on the weekend, right? And then you're working throughout the week. So it's like, you have to create the balance. And I don't even like the word balance, because I don't believe that there is a balance. I just think it's about creating the life that you and your core is in agreement with, whatever that looks like, right? How we operate here at the Posh Academy may not work for someone else, but it works tremendously well for us. So it's really all about focusing and realizing what you need, what everybody else needs, and then finding out how we can have those conversations. Like, look, you're going to be a little neglected right now, but I'm trying to tell you. But I'm going to tell you one thing I do not do, by no means necessary. I do not neglect myself at all. Because when the queen ain't happy, it's going to be a wrap. Or when I'm down, like for me, it trickles in my body. Like, my body will get sore and I get fatigued, and it's just not a happy place to be, right? So I definitely take care of myself now a lot better than I've ever done, right? I'm very careful about what I'm putting in my body. I'm real careful on what I'm what I'm listening to, what I'm looking at. So all of that plays a difference. All of that plays a difference. I don't want to go too far, because y'all know I can, but I'm not tonight. Brides to be and weddings. Okay, Cecilia, come on. You guys that been with me for a while, how are we gonna break this down? Y'all already know. Brides to be and weddings. The weddings, okay, I get it, but what type of weddings, right? Is it a luxe wedding? Is it a DIY wedding? Brides to be, is she 21 about to get married, or is she 54 about to get married? You're gonna talk to them 2 people 2 totally different ways. So when I say be super clear, I'm gonna do a trick question real fast. Cecilia, what's your best friend name? Tell me a little something about your best friend. Drop it down in the comments. Shamel, what platform are you using to store your emails, and what you use to capture the emails? So for me, Shamel, everything I use right now is Kartra. Reason I'm using Kartra is because I am a course creator. In Kartra, I have about 30 courses, right? I am not super in love with it, but for everything I need, because I have such a robust system going on, that works for me. If I didn't use something like Kartra, previous to Kartra, I was using Active Campaign. At the time, I didn't really understand all the tech stuff, so I said, this is too much. It looked like Spanish. I didn't want to deal with all that, right? So I came up off of Active Campaign. But I've used them. I've used the MailChimp. I've used the MailerLite, and they both are great, especially if you're just getting started. But my business it's grown, and it no longer could really handle what I needed, because if I was using MailChimp, I'd need to use something else for my courses, or I'd need to use something else for my calendar. I'd just needed to use too many different systems. And I decided to go with an all-in-one. So I'm right now using Kartra. I get my me time. That's non-negotiable. Trust. Okay, so Cecilia, it sounds like you really have to you got to do some foundational work, right? Like, this is the stuff we do in the hot seat when I have masterminds and stuff, right? Like, this stuff you should know right off, like instantly. And since you are just getting in, it's quite naturally for you not to know. But I definitely going to need you to leave this live when we're done and start thinking about that foundational stuff, because there's no sense in really, you're not going to be able to create anything, because let's just say if I was to tell you exactly how to structure your lead magnet, right? The content got to come from you, because it's your knowledge and you are the professional, right? But you can't put in a lead magnet the same content for somebody that's 21. Just, they both brides to be, right? But she 21, she a little whippersnapper, and you can't say, someone that's 58, or at that last merge, they got different goals in mind, and it's going to be different words that they are attracted to. So it's super, super, super important that you get clear on your business foundation and who you're actually serving. Also, your solution, like, just because you serving brides, so what you doing for them? I almost think everybody on this thread to some degree is serving brides, right? But what makes you special, right? Like, I know several of the draping instructors out there, new, up and coming, been around forever, but ain't none of them the draping queen. Right? So it's like, I know what I'm coming with, and I know what my UVP is. Point is, we handle all aspects of draping here, right? We got the products, we got the education, we have the pricing, we have the books, we have the fabric, we have the kits. So it's like, we're a one-stop shop. So like, you have to know, and we're the most affordable. So it's like really knowing and owning what your solution is, right? But I know a lot of people who I serve, that most affordable people are looking for words like heavy duty, premium, most affordable, right? That's going to be in my language. But if I was talking to, let's just say, people that just got in, we had this conversation, I think, yesterday too. People that just got into draping, they don't know no better. If that was really targeting them, like I was in the beginning, because my class was only $300, $300, that's all it was, right? If I was targeting them, then I would be saying things like curtains. We don't deal with curtains here at the Posh Cat. You will not find a curtain in our inventory. However, this is what people that's not knowledgeable, this is what they are accustomed to, right? So these are certain words that I clearly would know instantly once I hear the verbiage that they use. This isn't my ideal client. However, I still have ways to help them. I hope that wasn't too deep, so I'm going to keep on going on. I'm going to keep on going on just in case it was. Thank you, Anna. Patricia, where you been at? All right, so guys, I'm going to keep on going because I do got some things for y'all. Number 3 was promoted everywhere. Thank you, Deb. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to see if she put it up there. She did. I can't find it, though. I don't know. It's up there. Number 3 was promoted everywhere, guys. When I say promoted everywhere, it should be in your bios. It should be no matter what platform you're on, right? And one thing I use with Instagram is it does really well is those like link tree things when all of your stuff is right there. Because for someone like what we have here, we have so many different things that a person would be interested in, right? But it's all relative to the same industry and to the same actual pain point, which is premium draping. So everything that they could possibly need, they click that one link and boom, there it is, right? You go over to my Facebook page. Guess what? Whether it's my business page or my personal page, I'm still identified as the draping queen. Even though I do other things, my primary is draping, right? Draping is what allowed me to grow. Ooh, sorry. Draping is what allowed me to birth other businesses. So that's my primary. That's going to be my primary, where I am building awareness around that actual business, right? No matter if you go to my business page, what you're going to see, premium draping, premium draping, premium draping. That's it. So when people go to digging, you go to my YouTube, premium draping. You go to TikTok, premium draping. You go to Pinterest, premium draping. You go to Twitch. I don't even know what that is, but I'm there too. Premium draping, right? It's about me showing up as having authority in this industry. Like, this is what I've been doing, doing the same exact thing. So no matter where they go, it's not going to be mishmash, right? I promote my God everywhere, or if I'm promoting my group, everywhere. And I just need you to get in. Once you get into my community, you stuck like Chuck. Hey, Mary, I saw your post today. That was so beautiful. Thank you. And I reposted it. Thank you. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate y'all. See, I can't get a better tribe. I don't care what nobody say. You can't get a better tribe. Next thing, guys, is going to be the landing pages. So I'm not going to get too deep into the landing page, but this is all a part of a funnel process, right? You create the freebie, you create great evergreen content, then you promote it everywhere, then you have a landing page. Like, how are you going to, someone just asked that question, how are you going to actually get people on the list? You send them the link. I drop my link no matter where I'm at in the group, or if I get tagged or something, I'm dropping my link. And it only takes 2 seconds. I ain't get on a call with nobody. I ain't do a consultation. I ain't had to do none of that. It's just, I got tagged. Okay, said ping, you tagged in this group. Okay. And then, guys, let me tell y'all something. Good business etiquette, because this is one of my pet peeves. And this is one of the biggest ways where I don't even, if I'm asking for something, right? And someone tag the business owner, then the business owner go under their post and say, thanks. But now you don't feel the need to introduce yourself to me, to tell me exactly why I need your services. I ain't calling you. I don't care who referred you. That's bad business etiquette. When you guys thank y'all, I appreciate each and every one of y'all to do it. Some of them I don't catch, but if I catch it, first I'm thanking you, and then I'm going to tell the person the thing that they're asking about. I'm not going to leave it up to them. Oh, they tagged me, come find me, run me my money. Like, what? Who are you doing your marketing? That is like bad. Train. So guys, if y'all get tagged in posts, or somebody asking about something, I need a designer in Texas, I get it. Yeah, definitely thank the person that tagged you. Go and do your pitch. It could be 1 sentence, 2 sentences, I don't care. But go and now introduce yourself to the person. Tell them what you do and how you got their solution. That is how you're going to get booked. Not by just standing there like, oh, she know where to find me. Go, get it together. I'm trying to tell you, that happens so many times. Even if I'm asking for something, they'll tag them, and then the person just don't say nothing. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna keep on looking. I'm gonna keep on looking. That's just, I don't know. It just does something to me. I don't know. But you guys want to create a landing page. So if you get into like, Trini, I know you was mentioning Tave. Now I haven't had any experience with Tave, but like MailChimp, anything like that, it's so easy to get in there. Set yourself up a simple landing page. Guys, my landing pages now compared to what they used to be, I used to try and put so much thought into it, make it all cute. I ain't got time for that. Give them some backstory of what the thing is that they need, how it's going to benefit them. The little button, don't have all that stuff on there. Like, it's too much. You're distracting them. You want them to do one thing. Like Blue, you had one job. You want them to do one thing, which is drop in their email and click the button. All the work actually works after they click the button, right? You want them on your list. You don't want to distract them and possibly send them somewhere else. Like, that's the last thing you want to do. I used to do that all the time. I used to have my little header with, find me on YouTube. Go ahead to my website. Like, I'm telling them all this other stuff. They're going to end up clicking off of the landing page to go check out the other stuff. So it's like, no, set up a landing page. A simple call to action is download here or get access here. Make it super simple, y'all. I'm trying to tell you. Tracy, you already know. So that is the tips I'm trying to tell you guys. If you are not starting to build your list or thinking about building lists, I don't know what you're waiting for. I don't know what you're waiting for, because at the end of the day, people are investing in their businesses. I see it. I see it. I see it. People are leveling up, and you're going to be left behind. I'm just trying to tell you. You're going to be left behind. You're going to be sitting there next year in the same position. And I'm probably doing it because I do my trainers. I repeat them because people deal with the same stuff, right? So my trainers, they recycle every year. So 9 times out of 10, I'll be doing the same training next year around the same time, October, and you're going to be on the same line. Or by then you may be in the program, I don't know. But you have to get started, guys. You have to get started, right? Because at the end of the day, that is so, I'm trying to tell you guys, it's so true. The money is in the list. A lot of you guys think that your business wouldn't benefit from such thing. And that's the furthest thing from the truth. Even a freebie, guys, I've went through at least, like I said, at least 15 freebies that were great ideas. Trina came out with her freebie. Trina, you now meeting them all. How you doing? How you doing? I got to check on you, boo. Thank you. Cecilia, I'm not sure now. I believe MailChimp, when I was using it, it was free up into a certain amount of subscribers. So it's for the whole key is to get in. Another free one was Mailer Lite. That was a free one, right? And especially if you guys, like Cecilia, you're very in the beginning stages of your business, this is a good time to just get acclimated with systems. People be in business for years and still don't have systems in place. Like, how the heck is you running? They still writing down, okay, yep, let's meet at 2 o'clock on Thursday. Girl, like that, that ain't what we doing in 2022. So this is a good time for you to kind of just get experience with different systems and utilize the free ones. Nobody judging you. I know I use all of them. I use every free one I could for a very long time until it became cumbersome, because then I started growing. But let your business, invest in your business as it grows. In the beginning, I tell everybody, use the free stuff, barter your services. That is how I am. I am not the person to say, don't you barter your services? Don't you do nothing for free? No, I can only speak on what worked for me. And as you see me sitting here with the little bit of success I have today, I got here by doing stuff for free. Yes, I did. But she don't do stuff for free today. No, she don't. Other than talking to y'all, right? Other than talking to y'all. I definitely do that because I enjoy it. I enjoy it. Thank you, Antoinette. I'm trying to tell you guys, this is going to be so critical to your business. Even if, like I said, you're not at that period yet where you like going to jump in, just be mindful that there's no way you're going to operate and get to that next level without it. If you do, you're going to be doing so many manual things in your business. It's going to drive you nuts. And nobody really want to operate a business like that. So at the end of the day, if you guys are interested in anything that you heard tonight and you ready to level up, definitely my membership is option for you guys, right? It's Planning to Profit. That is definitely an option. Point is, last month we went through the whole freebie training, and they're actually still doing it. Some of them are finished their freebie. Some of them are still working on it. You got to them all, Trina. But I'm not gonna put Trina out there like that. But yeah, so like this is a good time, because normally Q4 is a great quarter in my program anyway, for people that really need to work on foundational stuff, right? This is the stuff you're going to need. Point is, it's rinse and repeat. Once you get the trainings and you set them up, then you just do the same thing over and over and over. Like everything I do now, that's why sometimes my links be wrong in my emails. I ain't gonna lie. Because I'm just cloning what I've already done. I've already done all the hard work. I'm trying to tell you, 2022 and the end of 2021 whipped my tail. But I had to do a lot of work on the front end. That's why now I have a lot more, I have a lot more freedom. I'm able to just really, just play around with my Q4 this year instead of being like last year. Woo, yeah. Q4 almost took me out. But that's the main thing, right? So another thing is that I want to tell you guys is what I have for you guys. Now, somebody asked me earlier, was I going to talk about my mystery boxes? So, wait a minute. Let me go over here first. Let me check what number we on. Because y'all still buying these mystery boxes up. Y'all are still buying these mystery boxes up. Okay, so let me see what number we at. All right, so we can't do 5. So for the mystery boxes, guys, once you make a purchase, you immediately get your order number, right? It's a 4-digit number. Now, what we're going to do, because I'm gonna keep the sale going to go all the way up to midnight. But the number we're on, we're going to jump and go to the number 8 and the number, can't use 2. The number, no, I'm gonna use my favorite number, 7. Hello, what was I thinking about? If your order number ends in 7 up until midnight, you are going to actually get extra box. I said this one, I can't, wait a minute. It's going to, if your number ends in 7, it's a 4-digit number, you're going to get an additional box. Now, we're doing the same exact price. They still won't be on sale. So if you order a box at $100 and that boxes normally cost $150, you'll get 2 boxes for your same $100, right? And they're going to be the mystery boxes of the things that you guys saw today, those that saw that live. If you are looking to where to get the mystery box from, let me put this in here. Here's the link. We're going to do BOGO for every order number that ends in 7. I'm going to do another number though. All right, we're going to do 7 and 2. Hold on. 7 or 2. And you will know because you'll see your order number. There we go. So if your order number, your 4-digit number ends in a 7 or ends in a 2, just know you're going to get an extra box at no additional charge. You don't even have to pay for shipping. That's one thing we're going to do. Another thing is a lot of you guys are asking about the new classes, the classes for next year. Now we are still rolling out those details. We're still mapping everything out for each class. It's going to be a beginner's class because you guys said that was a great idea. It's going to be an intermediate class, which is all the classes you've seen us doing. That was intermediate level. There's going to be the advanced class. Now the advanced class is going to have newer techniques, newer designs, more complex designs, right? But the tech is really the techniques that's a lot quicker. Like it's just things that I developed over the past, I've been working on this about 6 months now. But that's definitely for an advanced class. Like you have to know how to drape. And I'm not talking about just throw the drapes up there, right? I'm not talking about that. Like I think I may put some kind of quiz because I can't have nobody in class like asking like zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. What is that? Right? Like you have to know more specifically my techniques because you're not going to be able to grab my advanced techniques if you don't know my intermediate techniques. So you guys will be getting all of the information about that. But you can get direct information about these classes by signing up. This is the link. That is the wait list, right? Meaning as soon as we roll out the details, you guys are the only guys that's going to know about it. We're not promoting it on no social media. We're not sending it out to an email list. We are only sending it out to people on the wait list first. Normally with my wait list, if you guys been on my wait list always get special early bird pricing, right? This is pricing that is not open to anyone else, right? That means you guys got on this list, you were patient, you were eager to see what this offer is, and then you guys are going to get the first rollout to what it is that we're going to do. So again, the link is right here on the screen, the bit.ly/drape tour. All you got to do, guys, what we just talked about, email list, that's what you're doing. Even if you're already on the email list, you need to sign up for this opt-in because that is the list that's going to get the information, right? So that's about the class. What else we got? If you are in Chicago, guys, if you are in Chicago, your girl be there next week as a featured speaker for the Boss Tour. I just hope they spare me with the weather. I'm just saying, I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna come with my triple fat goose on. I'm trying to tell you, I don't know. But definitely the Chicago Boss Tour, definitely if you are in Chicago, we are doing 20% off by using the code word BOSS, BOSS. I would love to see you guys in the building. Anyone that's a part of the tribe that does not have my book, when you attend, guess what? You get my book complimentary. How about that? So I'm excited about that, which is in Chicago on 10/29. That is not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. I will be there from Thursday to Saturday. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'll have time to do like the intimate book setting, although I want to, because that was super dope. It was super fun. It was super intimate. I really enjoyed it. So I don't know. We're going to try and roll those details out now. And then if you guys are not in my Facebook group, guys, you need to be in there. Why you need to be in there? Because you need to be in there. What other group would you be in? No, but you need to be in my Facebook group, because we right now are hosting a contest, especially you guys that say you kind of just getting in it. And a lot of people lately, when they've been requesting to get in the group, they said that, they've been a beginner, they're just getting started, all that good stuff. So this is perfect for you to get in the group and win yourself a basic kit. That's it. All you got to do, though, there is a rule. All you have to do is add your event friends, though, to the group. Invite them to the group, but just be sure, the main thing is be sure that they are in the industry, and at least interested in the industry, right? Don't bring cousin Tim and Bam Bam. Don't send them to my group. I'm trying to tell you, because when people act out, I see where they came from. And it tells us how they got to the group. It'll say invited by, or they came by an ad, or it was a suggest, whatever it is. So just be mindful. Our group is real mature. Our group is focused on premium draping, period. Or, sometimes occasionally we'll have some treat table stuff, or some dessert table stuff, or some ceiling draping. Long as it's in the draping field, I'm good, right? But I don't want to see no hairstylists and evangelists. Like, I get it, but unless you're interested in what we talking about, this ain't the group. This ain't the group. And yeah, so definitely that's the link for the group. I'm gonna see what y'all talking about over here. And get in and enter the win for the contest. Again, all you gotta do is just invite people to the group. That's it. Oh, that's right. You is in Chicago. Keisha, you always work well, so I can't actually take off, because you did take off for me last time. You did. Trina, don't laugh at me. I'm trying to tell you. Thank you, Trina. So I'm excited. So yeah, you did. You came to what? That was Houston, the Boss Tour Houston. Yeah, that was exciting. Julia, don't laugh. I'm trying to tell you, baby. I get it, and I have nothing against. I'm just saying that group, my group ain't the place for that. With the lives and we want to talk about draping, right? That's what we want to talk about draping. That's what we want to talk about. Oh God, Diane, is that cold? See what I'm saying? I should have thought about this before I agreed. I forgot. But I just was excited because it's an amazing. I believe it's 4 or 5 other speakers. It's amazing panelists. It is. So I'm excited about it. Keisha, stop. Keisha, I think you should come. I'm just trying to tell you. I think you should come, because it's going to be, you already know how I'm bringing it. Yeah, did y'all see my last picture when I was speaking on the stage and I ain't had no shoes on? Guys, I'm just trying to tell you, I'm that speaker. Yeah, I don't call myself a speaker. I don't think I'm a speaker. I'm a storyteller, because that's all I do. I tell stories and I make them relatable. And I make you feel like Superwoman when you sitting down in that seat and you go and do the things I told you to do. So I don't consider myself a speaker. I consider myself an amazing storyteller, baby, an empowerment storyteller. That's who I am. That's who she is. Mike, what time you ordered it? Because all out, well, some did come through. So it depends on what time. Oh, Lord. Keisha, knock it off. Oh, wait a minute. Let me see. Because some came through like once I left the storage the second time. So those we haven't touched yet. Uh-oh. Okay. Y'all know. And now if you order In a 7 or a 2, you get 2 boxes. Period. You get 2 boxes. Period. Any questions, guys? I always want to finish it out with any questions. You guys got any questions relative to what I said? Any questions for you moving forward? Any questions in how you can get started on next thing or whatever it is? Or maybe you just have a question as it pertains to your business. We got 10 minutes. Guys, I went a little over, but not too much. Normally, I'll be on this thing for 2 hours. We ain't doing it at night. Remember them boundaries I was telling y'all about? Yeah. Yeah, I got to get over here. What the email for the classes? Oh, so the link. Okay. Wait a minute. The link. So this is the link for signing up for the wait list for the classes for 2023. They're going to be beginner level, intermediate level, and advanced level. Yeah, Deborah, that's gone. But we got to go back because it's still orders coming through now. Okay, Helen, I see you, Queen. Okay, Dayana. Hey, Dayana. Yeah, so we looking out for, so we'll be running this all the way till midnight, guys. So it'll be your order number ending in 7 or 2. You're going to be getting 2 actual mystery boxes. And we're going to be shipping them out tomorrow. They do to pick up between 10 and 2. So yeah, so you guys, tomorrow's Thursday. You should have it by, depending on where you at though, between either Saturday or Monday is when you'll have it. And if you need, well, no, we can't go in for them all because we got so many boxes, y'all. I know I may have to make a delivery because that young lady, last week, she looked at us like, see, we're not dealing with our regular man that we had over in Jonesboro. He knew to make us his last stop because we just had so many boxes. But she be looking like, all right, now, how many y'all got? So tomorrow, I don't know. We might got to take some else out because it's every bit of, I don't even know how many in there. I don't even know. It's a lot. It's a lot. All right, guys. So you don't have any other questions. I will be here next week for Partial Late Night. Wait a minute. Yeah, I will. I leave the next day for Chicago. So, yeah, join me next week for Partial Late Night Biz. I appreciate you, appreciate you, appreciate you. Hey, Betty, so all you have to do is sign up on that list, Betty, and you'll get that information. I'll be there next Saturday, Deb. I'll be there next. So, Deborah, no, I mean, I would love for you to come and support me. But if you come into Chicago, you've been loyal since day one. You know, I have your ticket. And if you're planning to profit, but I don't think I have nobody from Chicago in that program. Y'all tickets are complimentary. Yeah, you get complimentary tickets. Helen. Yup, I'm sitting here looking at your number. I'm like, darn. You was this close, Helen. You was this close. Thank you, Jasmine. Jasmine, don't you forget. Then we got to chit chat now. We got to chit chat. I ain't forget. All right, guys, I gotta go. Wait a minute. I saw that one. Wait a minute. No, I didn't see this one. Right. So you said you're not in it. I don't know what HoneyBook's capabilities are. I think what HoneyBook, I'm not sure if you have to. Deborah, as of right now, no. Philly or New York is not on my schedule for any events, but we are now lining up 2023 for different speaking engagements, and I just became a part of 2 other books. So when they start like touring for the books, I'm quite sure they'll be all over. So I don't know. We'll see. But I'm doing a lot of traveling next year. Just not for the Draping Masterclass. All the Draping Masterclasses will be here in Atlanta only. That's it. But as far as speaking, I'll be all over. So Cecilia, you're not signing up for the beginner's class right now. You can only sign up for the wait list to get information about the class. The classes, and that's the link right there. The class is not until 2023 January. So that information is going to be coming out really, really, really soon. Really soon. All right, guys. Good night. I love you all. I'll see you guys next week, Wednesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thanks.